Our next speaker is Gabriela Genovez. She's an entrepreneur, investor, and she is the founder of Panambi Ventures, which is Latin America's first fund focused on psychedelics, longevity, and mental health. She'll share why Latin America is poised to lead the global psychedelics market, where ancestral wisdom, biodiversity, and science come together to drive innovation in therapy and research. So please, with that energy I was talking about, show me how the Tolliman stage greets its amazing speaker by giving a big round of applause.
Today, we are going to talk about drugs. And we are talking about what we think we know about drugs and why they actually are. We are talking about drugs because we have in the threshold of the most important mental health crisis in the world and the overall health crisis in the world. And by 2030, depression will become the most important cause of illness in the world. And by 2050, it will continue increasing significantly. So the truth is the traditional treatments aren't enough. And the mental crisis is not the only problem that we have. We face another problem, and it is that most people in the world believe that drugs, legal drugs, are good, and illegal drugs are bad, right? And let's look what science says about that. This is a landmark laid by David Nutt, a renowned neuropsychopharmacologist of the Imperial College of London. Do you see that? The first one on the top of the list, the friend of the man's, right? Before drugs. It is alcohol there, right? The most widely drugs, consumed and sold drugs in the world, and the most dangerous for ourselves and the others, right? And look at the end. It's not good, the line, right? But I gotta go tell you. At the end, the last four is ecstasies, MDM, LSD, mushrooms, right? Three of the most popular psychedelics in the world, all of them illegal right now. Real, right? Strange. So, in nature, drugs are not bad or good. It's not illegal or legal. It became illegal because political and economical processes, and it became illegal because of us, right? And let's forget for a moment legal status and popular ambitions too, and look at this beautiful picture. And we are talking about the most accurate of classification as drugs, because drugs, psychedelics and psychoactive drugs will be classified by their effects in the brain, in our body. And in this picture, you can see the serotonin is a molecule that we have in our body. And all of them, the others, NDMT, bufotein, LSD, and psilocybin, are treatments like serotonin. And the serotonergic systems is an endogenous system in our body and is related to our happiness and our well-being. And in this similarity, you can understand why psychedelics have the power to improve our well-being, right? Because serotonergic system is responsible for our emotional regulations. And let's look what science says about the psychedelics study treatments compared to the most common antidepressants used for the same conditions like depression, addictions, PTSD, and depression, anxiety, right? Look at this. The results are clear. For every study compared to the antidepressants, all of them, psychedelic treatments, shows higher rates of improvements, lasting effects, and lower relapse rates for every case. So, what's going on? Right? Drugs are present since the beginning of the humanity. People use drugs, psychoactive and psychedelic drugs, for medical purpose, spiritual purpose, economical purpose, recreational purpose, and religious purpose. In our land, psychedelics has been used for more than 6,000 of years for our culture. And the modern medicine only have 200 years, right? And the history of the prohibition is part of it. Latin America has a unique opportunity to bring prosperity for us and to build the bridge between ancestral medicine and contemporary science with respect and sustainability and responsibility. Because the most popular psychedelics are present in nature, right? And we are the home to the Amazon, the most biodiversity reserve in the world. And the 35% of the compounds of the contemporary medicine originate from these plants. And less than 1% of these plants has been studied yet, right? And we have the knowledge about the uses and the practice around these plants. People from all over the world come from Latin America for this wisdom, seeking this wisdom, using these plants for healing, for every purpose. The reality is that this practice, these plants, and the knowledge is part of our culture, is part of our identity from Latin America culture. But psychedelic experience is not about the drugs itself. It's the journey that's happened during the time you are using it. And let me tell you a secret, it's not a brain experience, right? It is a body as a sensory experience, just like itself. Everything, and the reality is that the psychedelic experience remind us of this. This is the life. And everything happened in this journey is very, very important. The smell, songs, breathing, and people who are present in this setting, in the ceremony, play a vital role for your experience in healing. Healing is a personal journey, and I don't want to lie to you, sometimes it's really hard, right? But with nature and with others in community all together, it became easier, I promise you. This is not a talk about drugs. This is not a talk about psychedelic renaissance. This is a story and a conversation about how these practices, these ancestral practices, these plants, this knowledge, and the expanded states of consciousness can help us to reconnect with the respect, the memory, and the reciprocity with our land, with our relationships, and with ourself, our body, right? And how it is going to guide us through a healing that we so deeply need. So this experience can help us to understand for ourselves what is important for us, what we are doing here, and it's not alone. It's with another persons. It's with nature and with a community too. So, how many people here in this room has you ever had a psychedelics experience? Wow, amazing. Do you like drugs, right? Yeah. You know, okay. Psychedelics experience is not only about drugs, right? There are other technologies, there are other ancient technologies, and we can use together many times. Like, for example, do you know many of them? Meditation, do you know? Breathing, right? Fasting, right? Silence, and songs. So, the art, the songs. Okay. Would you like to try an psychedelics experience today? Not drugs, because it's illegal. I'm sorry for disappointing your expectation, right? But it's illegal yet. We are working really so hard for that, but not today. So, okay, let's try, right? Everybody is sitting in this chair. Okay, remain in these chairs and put your feet in the floor, the ground. Comfortable. It's a moment, it's a second, please. All together. Could you try me? Okay. Could you help me? Right. Yes, right? Okay. And just breathing, observe your breathing. Enter for your nose, enter through your nose. Okay. And exhale for your nose. Just breathing. Don't modify anything. Right? And look at me. When your hand left, tap your leg once. Right? And when your hand, with your right hand, tap your chest twice. I continue to do that with me all together. A little fast. And just breathe and close your eyes. And continue to breathe and don't open your eyes at the end, right? Para templar el corazón voy a cantar una canción para decir que la misión no tiene fin. No tiene fin, comer, lavar, crecer, partir, reír, llorar para crecer, la vida andar, para aprender. Para aprender a caminar, saber perder, saber ganar el sí y el no y a cosechar lo que perdió sobre el papel cuando escribió con sangre y miel, la historia va rumbo en la piel, la humanidad. La humanidad curiosa es toda misión, quiere saber y no morir sin antes ver su porvenir, su sinsabor, su resistir, derecho en flor, vamos a ver todo el amor al florecer. Al florecer la leli, dime por qué te quiero a ti, Pachamama, de la raíz a la enrama que se encendió y nunca más nadie apagó el amanecer, rayos del sol tan por nacer. Derecho en flor, vamos a ver todo el amor al florecer. Many thank yous, and open your eyes. You're here, and I hope you are a good life and in connection with others, and thank you.